This is a 1-inch water line with 95 pounds of water pressure behind it. You can see it's going to take a long time to fill up this pool. Hi, welcome to Dave's Corner of the World. Have a great day. Watch close, boys and girls. This is how to tie an extension cord to a grinder. Tie it down low. You got lots of room right there. If you do it like most people, just tie right up there at the ends. Watch this. You're going to get a lot of pressure right there, and that's going to break your connections. Don't do that. Tie it just like this. Just make a loop and put those two pieces together. Now you have a nice big loop so the connections do not get crimped. You can pull on the other end of the wires and they won't hurt the connections a bit. This RV park was originally opened in 1971. Now I'm assuming the pool was put in at that same time. But what we've discovered is there is no rebar in this concrete deck. That's why there's so many cracks. That's also why some stays high and some goes down lower. That's also why I've got to do hours and hours and hours of grinding. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really tired of watching this grinding because I've watched hours and hours of it while I was really doing it. I don't need to watch any more while I'm editing this video. Next, pressure washing the deck. This little gadget works fantastic. It's on the end of a high pressure sprayer, and it spins underneath that green cover, and it just works fantastic. My part of the pool deck is finished. Kelly needs to do some painting right around the edge of the pool, but I'm not a painter, so he's going to do that. The last thing I have to do is replace a couple of fence posts. Windstorm a couple of weeks ago broke a couple of posts. I've got to repair them. We'll show you that now. Okay, the object of this game is very simple. we have a post right here, right behind this, that's broken. And I've got to dig it out and replace it. So that means I'm going to have to take and replace this section, pull this section of fence out, pull one board off of that so I can dig the post out and replace it with this post. I'm going to have to pull back some gravel, and there's some plastic underneath here I'm going to have to cut out, put the dirt in the wheelbarrow, that way it won't be just all over this decorative gravel when I get done. So here we go. Well, let's get you a little bit closer to where the real work begins. This is broken off right basically ground level. We had really high winds come in here a week or so ago and broke off that post, another post, and had to do fence damage. Had to do fence repair. I did not know there was another piece of plastic down there. That's not good. Maybe I can start digging again. Alright, now I just clean up the hole. Put my cups in where they need to go on that other post. I'm down 2 feet. I'm down 2 feet. Okay. Alright, it's a good idea to kind of straighten these out. Your little hump there. Straighten them out a little bit. Don't need to do too much. I think I bent that one too far. There we go. Alright, that one's good. Alright, next thing to do is put these cups in. You notice I didn't take a tape measure or measure anything. I just went off the existing one, lined it up, made a mark across there, and if it was good enough for the last one, it's going to be good enough for this one. I don't care what the numbers are. Now I'll go ahead and turn this one over. Yep, got the pool inspector coming in today, so I figured I better get these things fixed. Yeah. Now we'll do the same thing on this end. All right. Those are in. Now, whoop, looks like you need to go down just a little bit more yet. Okay, now we'll try it again. That is just a little bit too deep. Now we'll put just a little bit back in the hole. Alrighty. When you fill up a hole, or a post hole, you want to put a little bit in, tamp it down real good. Never, ever use your shovel like this. That's just going to ruin the handle. Don't do that. Get a 2x4. Maybe a 4x4 if you feel like swinging that much weight. Tamp it in there really, really good. if at all possible, try to get on all sides to tamp it. Of course, we can't get on the back side back here, but tamp it down on all sides you can get to. I had to make a really big hole because I had to take out the old post. But if you're doing this, you don't want a great big hole. You just want big enough for your post to go into. Well, sometimes you can't even, 2x4 won't even work. So use a 2x2. Whatever you need to. Back in the 1960s, my daddy taught me how to do posts. He was a smart feller. Unfortunately, I was too damn stupid to know that he was a smart feller until after he was already gone. For you younger guys out there, don't make that mistake. Your daddy's a pretty smart feller. I don't care who he is or what he does. He's a whole lot smarter than you give him credit for. My daddy was a farmer, and if you're a farmer, of course, you have lots and lots of different skills. We had, I don't know, 380 some acres, I suppose, in central Missouri. We had cows, pigs, sheep. I think those were only big animals. I don't remember if we ever had any goats. Anyway, of course, we had chickens and had ducks some of the time. I think we even had a couple of Canadian geese there for a while. About the time I was a junior or senior in high school. Anyway, we had miles and miles, literally miles of fence to keep up. And in the central part of the United States, central Missouri, I don't know the technical name for the tree, but they were hedge trees is what we call them. They had hedge apples, great big green apple on them. And the myth was, and I thought it was true for up until just a couple of years ago, well, even less than that, probably 6 months ago, that those hedge apples were poison. They are not. I mean, you know, you think about it for a second. The cows eat them, pigs eat them. So if they were poison, the cows and pigs would die. But they didn't. Anyway, hedge, we used those for posts, hedge posts. We'd go out in the woods. Actually, we didn't call them woods, we call them timber. In the Midwest, that's what we call them. I don't know why, but that's what we did. And we'd cut a green hedge tree, cut the posts out of it, cut them 8 feet long or 7 feet long, depending on what we were doing, and then put those posts in a pile somewhere so you could use them later. If you cut the tree down and let it set, it's almost impossible to cut that stuff with a saw. Not a chainsaw, with anything else. Really, really, really hard. Hard stuff. They last much better than any other kind of post that I've ever seen. But they just look like a piece of fence, a piece of tree coming up out of the ground 5 feet. And so it wouldn't look good for anything like this. And some of those hitch posts lasted for eons. I mean, forever. All right. Well, I think it's time to, that's in there good and solid. I think it's time to put our fence back on there and call it good. Alright, this job is it's supposed to fall over. The fence doesn't come down quite far enough. Alright. Yeah, let's just a little bit of gravel out from underneath. I guess that's what happened when I lifted it out before when gravel came in there. So it won't go down. There we go, that did it. All right. All right. Alright, the fence is done. Now the only thing we have to do is make it look pretty. This is the second piece of plastic. It's pretty well broken up, but we'll put it down there anyway. Got the good one right here. I've done a lot of things in my lifetime, but paint is not one of them. But then again, how hard can it be to spread paint around on the floor? Well, harder than I thought. I used up too much paint. I ran out of paint before I got the job done. Well, after Kelly got some more paint, I was able to finish the job. And I'm certainly not going to make you guys watch the whole thing. Suffice it to say, it got painted. And with that, the pool will open May 1st, right on schedule. Please subscribe and hit the bell to get notified every time I post a new video. See you next time.